So the last lesson that I want to take you through for week 2 is how to trace over images. Now, your first assignment is based on maps. Maps are so complicated and sometimes it can be quite difficult to just imagine fictionally how the roads lie. So it's fine for you to take a screenshot or a scan or something of a map just to help you prepare the base of your first assignment. And then from there you'll start to add typography or icons or images all over the top of that base layer. So what I have on my desktop is a screenshot of some roads. What you can do is either just click and drag onto the white area and it will bring it into Illustrator. Or alternatively, you can always place images by going up to File, Place, and that will essentially give you the same end result. So I'm just going to resize this and make it super big. Then I'll open up my Layers palette, which is down here. Again, if you can't see your Layers palette, you can open up Window Layers. Okay, so this is my first layer. I've just put that screenshot on there. I don't want to draw directly on that layer. I'm tracing over it. So imagine that this second layer, by clicking Create New Layer, this second layer is like an invisible sheet of paper that you're putting over the top of that image. So you're not editing that image, you're not confusing your line drawing with the actual map. This is a new layer, and later you'll be able to delete the background if you need. So what I'm going to start off with is I'll grab my pen tool and I'll just start tracing over these roads. So for this, I don't want the stroke. I don't want the fill, I just want the stroke. Otherwise I'll start getting big blocks of color everywhere. So all I need to do, let's make this stroke much bigger so that you can see where it is. Okay. So I'm just going to click and drag. Remember, click and drag is what we use to create curved lines. It doesn't need to be perfect, it can just be roundabout. Now, if I want to leave that line as is and I don't want to close the path, all I do is click anywhere else on the page and hit delete, and then I can start a new line. Just be careful of that because many people get confused and they're not sure how to stop working on one line before they start working on another. So every time I finish a line, I just press delete. Obviously, I've chosen a map with not too many roads. Okay, I might just, if I was really paying attention to creating a realistic and a beautiful map, I might continue on with this, but I think for now, you get the drift of what I'm trying to do. And for your map, obviously, you can go into as much detail as you like. Let's just finish off this one road. Okay, so what I can go and do now is I can either turn off my illustration by turning off layer 2, because remember that's where I've just done my drawing, or I can turn off layer 1, which is the background image. Okay, so I'm just going to turn off layer 1 for a second and only work on layer 2. So also I can hide by clicking the eye, hide layers. and I can lock layers. So if I lock, I can't click that layer. If I unlock, then I can click and move it. Okay. So I'm going to turn off that layer. Then I'm going to select everything by clicking and dragging a fake box over the entire screen area. Then go up to Object, Path, Outline, Stroke, because remember we need to turn the path into a stroke based off what was covered in lesson 2.2. And you'll see I've got the red outline. Now the only other thing I want to do is I want to join all of these roads together. So then I need to merge the objects by going down to Shape Modes and clicking the Merge tool. And then you'll see there's a red outline, so everything's merged, except for this little one over here. So what I can do is just using the white arrow tool, is I can just click one of these anchor points and drag it close to the other anchor point, okay? And then if I wanted to change the curve, I could do that by clicking the handlebar. Okay, so that's my map. Now, the only other thing that you may want to do with this is you may want to have roads that are invisible or see-through, and you may want to have a solid color for the land. So in that case, I would draw a rectangle box over my roads, click and select all of my roads. Then I would click Divide, go Ungroup, so Command-Shift-G. Then I can individually click these roads and it's divided those roads from the background area. And that is using layers.